Welcome to Marriage Monday with Jeremiah and Savannah Jennings. The Jennings own Growing Green Landscapes and are very happily married. In this podcast, Jeremiah and Savannah discuss the wins, losses, good times, bad times, and everything in between pertaining to owning a business while maintaining a healthy marriage along the way. We hope you enjoy the show.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in to episode today here on the Growing Green Podcast. This is your host, Jeremiah Jennings, coming to you for another fresh new Marriage Monday for you. Hope you guys had a great weekend. We did. I'm here with my beautiful co-host, Savannah. How are you this evening?
I'm good.
Or day, or morning, or whenever it is you're listening. Excited to be here?
Always.
Always. Big week for us this week.
Yeah.
Was it? I don't know.
Was it or will it be?
Either one. Take it away.
You know, I've been struggling with having some short-term memory loss because people are like, oh, how's your week? Or what did I do yesterday? Or whatever. And I'm like, you know what? I
don't know what I did.
I actually really don't know. I was talking to somebody today and I was like, you know what? I actually have no memory of this weekend. None. And I had to sit there and really think about it. And
yesterday, what did we do
truthfully,
yesterday?
yeah, I could not tell you. I think, I had that baby shower we had at Five Guys.
Yeah, it rained.
And it rained.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but like I can't like recall. What do we do at night?
Yeah.
Well, we took a nap, and then we got up, and
this was like less than 24 hours ago.
I don't know what dinner was. Oh, we went to
Publix.
But
yeah.
Why did we get out? Didn't we? Oh, we had to go pick up the food for that shower today.
That's what it was, yeah.
See, like, this is what I mean. Like, I cannot tell you.
Yeah, I had to, like, work back through it.
Yeah, we went and picked that, got Publix, came home, and watched our show.
Yeah.
Till way too late.
Way too late. I saw the 12 o'clock hour, which doesn't happen very often.
Yeah. Not a good life decision.
Excited to be here with you guys.
BLD.
That was a BLD. It was a big
And you know
BLD.
who tried to tell you that it would be? Me.
It was worth it, though. We got some good quality time out of it. So.
Yeah, we did, and now I have no quality sleep. That's fine.
Because we get to be here with all of you. Excited, happy, thrilled.
Woohoo! But yeah.
This is going to be a big week this week because prepping to go out of town this week.
Can't wait.
But we also have a cool thing at church this weekend we get to volunteer at.
Yes.
And then next weekend we got a marriage conference we're attending, which is going to be sweet.
Next weekend.
Not Together in Trades, by the way. But while we're on Together in Trades, togethereintrades.com, you can go get tickets to go to Arizona. Somewhere near or around Flagstaff, right?
Yes.
I think.
Williamstown,
something.
Maybe
Virginia, I don't know.
Williams.
I don't know. Don't ask me.
Really
Togethereintrades.com is where you can get your tickets, folks.
Yep.
To come join us in 2026 out in Arizona. Go see the Grand Canyon. Come out for 2 days. We're renting the entire hotel out, which is going to be sweet. It's just going to be all Together in Trades people there. If you want to sign up, go there and sign up today. I would love to get you on the list. Would love to know you're coming as well. I know I've talked to quite a few couples who are saying they're coming for the first time. So get your tickets, get registered, get your flights and travel arrangements established for out there because things get expensive the closer they come. So get them planned out now. Budget, plan for it. Plan for the time off. It's going to be a great time. We've gone to 4 in a row now. This is year 5, right? Or was this year 5? No, it was
Waco
21.
National Cruise.
There.
Yeah.
Savannah. Yeah, this is 5. This is 5 in
Arizona. It feels like more than that, but then also Wow.
Yeah. So
crazy.
Been to all 5. I wouldn't miss one.
Gosh, they've all been good.
They've all been great.
Good in their own ways, for sure.
They have. They have. So get around it. You don't have to go to a marriage conference just because your marriage is struggling. I think we talked about that last week a little bit, but like our church is hosting a marriage conference next weekend.
Yes.
And we're like thrilled to go. Our entire small group is like all pretty thriving marriages, young kids popping out, like pretty good spots in life. And we're all like signed up and ready to go. And that's just because we're eager to like grow ourselves and grow our relationships. You don't have to be in the rocks or on the rocks to go save your marriage, right? You can go make it better.
Yeah.
And so I encourage you to do that. Spend the time to make that happen. But so we have that coming up. I do want to, before I begin today's show, this will be the second to last ever Marriage Monday that we do. Is that kind of crazy to think about?
It is wild.
That is affiliated with the Growing Green Podcast, at least. We may continue Marriage Monday over. I don't know. Maybe that will be the name of the show. Maybe that'll just be the name of the show. Who knows?
Marriage Mondays.
But
we'll see.
Anyway, that is it. We are so essentially. I think I hinted at it last week a little bit. Not going to give you a name this week yet. That is all still getting finalized. But we will be doing our own show for the marriage portion, lifestyle kind of content that we do here on Marriage Mondays that we've kind of transformed into. That will continue over on its own platform starting 2 weeks from now. So you'll get one more next week. We'll announce the name. We'll get you over to the right platform, show you all that stuff. And then we will start cranking out shows on the new platform from there. So thank you for your support over the last couple of years on this show. It's been just fantastic, amazing. Could not do it without you guys, and couldn't have gotten us here without, again, y'all tuning in and supporting. But I'm excited to break out and kind of do it on its own. This is a passion of mine that I've had for a while. And Savannah's like, we're both on board with this. This is both where we want to go. Yeah. Kind of just a ministry for us, an outlet, a way for us to share, our life and what we're doing day in, day out, what that looks like, right? Parenting young parents, relatively young in marriage, navigating those waters, and all the things come with it. There's a lot of people out there that are going through this time in life, and it's very hard. It can be very stressful. A lot of things to be considered and accounted for in this process, and so excited to do it. But that's not going to be all we sit here and talk about today. I just want to give you a little heads up on that. So come back next week for the final show here, and let's send it off in a good way. Then come over to the new show exactly once we finish. So we will not take a break. We'll not change anything other than let's go to a new platform, and we'll change the style of content just slightly. But it's going to be good. I'm excited. Are you excited?
It'll still be us. Yeah.
It will still be
fun.
us, yes.
Yeah, in a more like us way.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to put our own little spin on things. Things will change a little bit, but nothing crazy. You really, like, what I'm the most excited about is, like, you're going to get to know us a little bit better. That's where I think that's really, which is kind of crazy to think about, like, you don't know us now, but
Jeremiah still censors me on this show. So.
Yeah, it's pretty, I do hold you back.
He does, so
I do hold you back.
Get ready.
Yeah, I'm a little ball and chain over here.
Yeah,
slowing you down.
Thank you for admitting that.
Yeah, you should have got that on a recording, like the Zootopia pen, the carrot pen.
Yes.
Speaking of getting to know us better.
Funny? I did get that on a recording.
Oh, you did?
Is this recording?
Oh, that's good. Ooh. Guess who has access to it? Not you.
This is going to be public.
I'll delete that clip out.
Okay.
That clip will be gone.
Anyways, Zootopia.
Zootopia is a great movie, by the way, if you haven't seen it. It's 100%.
Pretty much have it memorized.
It's 100% a kids movie. Well, I remember when Zootopia 2 came out like a couple months ago.
Yeah, my friend was
I was like, why are all these people going? Why are these adults going to see it?
Actually, my friend was like, you want to take Jack? Like, yeah. I want to take Jack. It's so cute. And I was like, what the freak are you talking about? I was like, we've never watched Zootopia. I don't even know what Zootopia is. The animals freak me out when they can talk like that. They look, no. And I don't know.
I just randomly picked it one day.
Of course you did.
Yeah.
And then Jack became like enamored with it. And so we have tried to be a lot more conscious of the amount of TV he watches recently. So like he gets like one,
he watches. He's pretty much to where he just watches movies. Like he doesn't watch.
Yeah, he doesn't really watch a TV show anymore.
TV
but like
stuff, yeah.
And usually if he watches, it is in the evening, like
correct
after dinner or something. And he every single day for the past like however long, I don't know, week and a half, 2 weeks maybe. Yeah. The short time that he gets to watch TV.
Can I watch Utopia?
Can I watch Utopia? He doesn't say the zoo. Yeah. He says Utopia.
Utopia. Yeah, that's Utopia.
Utopia. So,
anyways. I want to watch Utopia 2.
Utopia 2. And
because he doesn't understand that's not out on TV yet.
Right. We took him in the theater to see it. And it was good. But no, also, so we don't watch movies all the time, but we have an Alexa in our kitchen, and obviously we have a radio in our car, and he wants it to play the songs every minute of the day.
Every time. It's the same song.
Literally, it's the same 2 songs. Like there's one song from the first movie and one song from the second movie, and he just rotates them over and over and over and over and over again. So I love that for me. Also, last week, this was a big week for him because he got to go to Waffle House for the first time. We don't know how he became utterly obsessed and fascinated with Waffle House. He's never been to a Waffle House. But he became like borderline obsessed with going to eat there. Mm-hmm. And I took him, me and my friend took him there, and he ate. I got like a meal for us to share, thinking that
because Jack eats like a toddler. He eats like a bird most of the time.
Right. So me, Tate, and Jack are gonna share, and if you're familiar with Waffle House,
Tate does not eat like a toddler. I mean a toddler, by the way.
Right. If you're familiar with Waffle House, the All-Star Special, and I was like, this will be plenty. It's
a lot of food.
I'll a little bit for Tate. I'll give Jack. No. The boys ate the whole thing. I think I got a fourth of a waffle and some of a bite of egg. But anyways, then he became obsessed with the Waffle House song by the Jonas Brothers. I don't know if anybody else knows that song. So for this past week, I've been rotating Waffle House by the Jonas Brothers and the Zootopia soundtracks. So anyways, you're welcome. Don't even know how we got on that tangent. Oh, the pen.
Yeah.
Recording.
The recording pen.
Yeah. Anyways.
It's a great part of the movie. The fox and the bunny have this pen that they just record each other's statements on, and they play it back to him when they don't want to hear it.
Right. It's funny. I wish I had one.
In other news, am I on the bleeding edge of technology, or am I way behind?
You're actually way behind because...
Did you know that? Why have we not done this?
Yeah, because I need to lay eyes on what I'm ordering.
I guess.
He asked Alexa to order him something, and she ordered it, and it's going to be here tomorrow.
It was crazy.
And he's so, living in the Stone Age that he didn't know that she could do that. So,
I mean, yeah, common sense says, you'd think she can, but I think it's kind of the concept of that, how does she know which one to pick?
Well, she picks probably the first result and reads you the information.
It was the exact same, but the fit, I told it to give me the shoulder pads for a car seat is what we needed. And
you said for a toddler car seat.
No, I said the brand name.
You did.
I listed out the entire seat.
Yeah.
And it's the exact ones. It's the only. I just picked the color, and she sent it to my app. She said, "Here, you can go view color options in your app."
Well, because he was going back and forth with her, are there different color options? Can you tell me what the colors are? Yada yada yada. And she's like, "Okay, I sent it to your app."
And we have the dumb Alexa. We don't have the smart Alexa.
Yeah, it's like the dot or something.
We don't even have the HomePod or anything.
And then she was like, "Oh, there's a problem." And he was like, "Can you just order it for me?" And she was like, "Sure."
Yeah, she was like, "I cannot add to your cart." I said, "I don't want to add it to cart. Just buy it now." And she said,
"Yeah, there's somewhere.
It's on the way."
So she said, "On the way. It'll be here Monday."
Yeah.
Which, by the way, he hates her new voice.
Yeah, I don't like the Alexa update.
So it doesn't sound anything like what you just said.
Bezos, you need to fix that.
Anyways, so yeah, Jeremiah is fascinated by the fact that you can tell Alexa to order you
something. It was
something.
pretty impressive, I'm not going to lie. This is also going to bleed over into our new show a little bit. The show we're watching right now, it sparked some conversation between us last night. She talked about ordering to Alexa, and we're literally talking to a speaker, what is happening. Do you ever watch a TV show or a series or a movie, and you're like, this is crazy. This isn't actually happening, right?
Yeah, this is real life.
But I think it actually is. There are things that you watch that are 100% are happening somewhere.
Which, by the way, we're talking about political.
Correct, political actions,
drama,
and yeah.
These dramatized,
these shows,
whatever, presidential things,
correct,
and security breaches, and
world disasters.
Yeah,
and
all these
stuff
things.
Like this. Stuff's happening behind the scenes that the public doesn't see. Long story short, we're watching this show right now, and it's how would you even describe this? There was going to be
it's called Paradise. I don't know.
Yeah, go look at it. Go watch it. There was going to be this fallout in the some rich billionaire and the government, and we're not even we don't know the full plot yet.
Yeah, we're deep in it though.
They created an underground and a city in a mountain in Colorado.
Yeah, they dug out under a mountain and created
25,000 people got to survive. They handpicked 25,000 people that they thought could live in a community together, and moved them all there. And the world ended essentially. Essentially, that's what we're at. And if you've seen it, there's some twists in there that the world didn't truly end. But I'm this is kind of there are people in places that.
We're
this
not
could
saying
be being
that
done.
We think it's about to be the apocalypse or anything.
No.
But
it was very, and I will say, the things that I really get hung up on that we really will talk about more in our new show, because we'll talk about that later, but like it's very Mark of the Beastie in that.
Oh,
like,
that the way
on
that
the
their
wrists,
little bands and
like
stuff.
that's pretty crazy stuff.
It was weird.
And that's something that I think you need to be careful about and watch too. Just what you consume as people get older. You know what else always gets me? I've never actually talked about it. Marvel movies have this quite a bit. Really, any movies that have this get me. I don't know why. But when people ride, like when the champion rides in on a white horse, that like really throws me. I don't like that.
I've never even put two and two together.
Yeah, that's the first thing I see every time. It always happens. Like the champion or whoever comes in to win the war rides in on like a white horse with wings. And I'm like, this is very...
I can't think of one time that I've seen that.
Oh, yeah, you have. If we started looking at movies, you would be like, oh, okay, yeah. It happens in Marvel quite a few times. Endgame with the other night, one of the girls comes in on it. And anyway, that's another topic for another night, but it's something that I think you do need to be careful about, especially when you have kids, right? And you're trying to raise them and what do they see, what do they take in.
Yeah.
It's also to consider, and yourself, right? You don't want to be exposing yourself to things that, and you get complacent with things that I think that like the devil really could use to distract you from certain areas of life.
Desensitized.
Correct. Yeah, desensitized. But what do you have? What do you have to share with us today?
What do I have to share with you today?
What's on your mind? What's on your
heart?
heart?
Broad statement.
What's on your heart?
What's in my heart?
Going into this week.
Well, I don't really have anything profound.
You were missing work a little bit.
Yeah, I'm in this weird limbo of time where I've talked a lot about this, but I'm not gonna harp on it. But I'm coming out of the trenches of postpartum and feeling like myself again. And so part of me feeling like myself is remembering part of my past life, of working and being a nurse. And I went to an event today and saw some old friends from my job. And so I was like, explaining to Jeremiah that it's really easy for me a lot of times to put that version of me in a box and put it away with the lid on it. And then things like this and seeing old people like friends, I don't know, it gets opened again. And then sometimes it's hard. It's like, it feels hesitant to close it because it was such a big part. So I don't know, that's just kind of where I'm feeling a little,
It's overall a more broad topic of like, the sacrifice that you make to work, have a career and not see your kids versus the sacrifice you make to see your kids and give up your career.
Yeah, which is so funny because I don't know, I've always kind of felt sad for people that were really struggled with that, like a career versus kids, because I was like, I don't have a career. That's really sad that I've never even, I just didn't feel like I could identify with that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like giving up a career or chasing a dream to be with kids. I didn't feel like I ever sacrificed in that area of chasing this vision I had for my life, but kids changed it or I never felt that way. And then today when I was thinking about okay, well, for the split second, I was like, well, what would my life look like if I went back to work? What would that look like? And then thinking about missing them or the logistics of that or not spending the time with them that I get. And I was like, well, I don't want to give that up either, And so it was for the very first time, it was okay, whoa, maybe I do feel a little bit like I gave something up, something that I was decent at and had a lot of passion, interest in, and that I genuinely cared about for them. I don't know, it was just this weird realization and kind of hard to think about because it's just the reality of it,
It is, and that's come through a lot of a lot of discussion and a lot of praying about where you want to go and what you want to do and what our future looks like as a family, and that's kind of we sit here and we do this show right now, and again, I don't want to just keep deflecting to the new show, But it really excites me. Just a few things we talked about today. You're like, what, how much more? We're going to get so much more like in the nitty gritty on some of this stuff and talk through how this actually works. Like we could do an entire show for an hour on this process of you like staying home and not going to work anymore and raising our family and leading the home. And, I say that, well, let's back that up a little bit. I was worded
managing
wrong.
the home.
Yeah, like managing our home day to day. But like there's so much that goes into that, and it's not something that just gets glossed over. We can sit here and talk about it, and you're like, oh, this is what I'm doing now. Look at me, I'm staying home, I'm raising my kids. Don't have a career. This is what I'm doing. Like hours.
Yeah.
Like hours of conversation, tears,
lots,
arguments,
lots,
like stress, loss of sleep, like
really hard conversations,
very hard conversations,
lots of looks at financial situations, and
like there is so much that goes into this. And this is where I feel like there's so many people like one in our industry. If you're listening and you're the spouse of someone who's trying to grow their business, like it's tough. Maybe you're giving a career up so that your spouse can grow the business. That is where we like kind of came to in the end was what like one of us was going to have to do something. Like where we were at, we were just like stagnant, and the time that was being pulled away for you to work was hindering the business's growth. And so it's like, okay, if we want to grow this thing, we have to make a sacrifice somewhere. And again, that like it's like you have to look at this from all fronts, from like a marriage front, a relational front, a personal front. That's not easy for you to do, and like I probably haven't done a good job of like making sure you realize that, and you like that I see that and know that.
Yeah.
Like giving that up is not an easy thing to do, and like that is a sacrifice to serve your spouse.
Yeah.
Like you are serving me in doing that, because again, it's going to help us get to where we want to be at the end, our joint goal.
Yeah.
But getting there is not always a fun process.
No. I'd say more often than not, people probably look back and are like, yeah, there were some tough decisions, and there were some, not fun things that had to be done to get to where we are.
Yeah.
That's also the reality of it, though, Like, if it were that easy, everyone would do it. Like, if it didn't take the really hard decisions and the sacrifices on both ends, then, like, it would be so much more attainable. Everyone would have it.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that, like, the personal growth you both have to have to navigate some stuff like this is pretty wild, too, in a sense.
Well, I think it all stems from, like, from the sound of it, is something that we'll talk a lot more about as we get into the new show. But, like, I think so much of it, everything, honestly, from me and like, us, but, like, comes from our spiritual foundation of, like, our true goal in serving each other. And having a genuine grasp on that, of being like, no, like, yeah, the world would probably look at me, which, like, granted, it's not lost on me that what we're talking about is me getting to leave a job and stay home with my young kids. Like, that's an incredible blessing in and of itself.
Yeah.
But if you're looking at this also from the lens of someone who, like, loved their job and saw that as an outlet and had a community of friends and, like, worked hard to get there and was passionate about it, like, that's the lens. It's not somebody that was, like, miserable.
Which is you.
That's
like
what I
that,
mean. Yeah,
yeah.
That's what we're talking about. Not somebody that was literally hated their life and was dying to be done, and, all those things. So, like, that counts. But I think when you look at it from that perspective, it changes a little bit, because so if that's perspective that you see and that we're talking about, then the world would look at me and say that, like I can't believe that, you would give that up. Like, that you let your spouse, like, do that. you know, like that. I don't know. That is very anti like self-love.
In today's world, for sure.
Yeah, like
women in the workplace.
Isolation, yeah, like
empowerment.
Yeah, like feminist movement, like, you know, becoming a trad wife or like whatever these terms are.
What
like
is that?
A trad wife?
Yeah.
You never heard of a trad wife?
What's that?
I'll look up the definition.
News to me.
You know.
Traditional wife?
Yeah, that's like the slang.
I was like, what is a trad wife?
Oh my gosh. No, I have to see if it's going to give me a definition.
We need the Jeopardy theme song.
It's a term for a married woman who embraces traditional gender roles in homemaking and may advocate for women to prioritize their family over a career.
That's right. You better be a trad wife.
Okay. Anyways, I feel like the world would not see that as like a loving sacrifice. They would see that as like I was basically like pressured into like giving up my dreams to be home because I'm the woman,
which is very easy to do. And I think you could feel this way. You probably did feel this way.
No, it's something that I have to like sometimes I still have to work through that because it's hard. Because like the reality is that gender's like it's still a thing, and as far as like that being the natural role, like
it's the way God designed it.
Yes, yeah, and that's what I'm getting into.
It's not a feminist versus male superiority.
That's
role.
what I'm saying. In the world that we live in, and just me being a human being, like it's still sometimes hard to not see it through that lens.
Yeah.
Because I could go on a whole thing about that, about, you know, how like I'll always battle like certain things and viewing it from that way, but then like also like really leaning into understanding like the way God designed us and like his plan for marriage and homes and, you know, the leader and all of those things have such a play into it. And I don't even know like fully where this even started, but just talking about like that sacrifice was not done out of like pity or what, like I wasn't like bullied into it, or I wasn't like, you know, I wasn't like pushed to do that. It was like, it was for you, but then also like transparently it wasn't, because it was just like obedience to like what I felt like God was calling me to do.
Yeah, it wasn't just, you did feel it. Like you felt like that. It
wasn't this like, Jeremiah really wants this, I'm just going to do it. Like,
correct.
Granted, that was a hefty part of it. Like, I knew that was true.
Yeah.
So it made it easier knowing that it was like, okay, I feel called to this.
But I would say that probably I had that mentality before you felt like you were being told to do that.
What mentality?
The like stay home mentality of like stay home sooner. Like I think I wanted you to stay home sooner than you felt like you needed to.
100%.
And
we went back and forth on that for so long.
A year at least.
I don't know if it was a year, but like
it was close to a year.
It was a long time.
Yeah.
You were like ready for me to be done. And I was like, you're psychotic. Like I'm not leaving. I never planned on being a stay-at-home parent. Like honestly, but yeah, I mean it's just one of those things that is. Just because it's hard doesn't mean it's not what I'm supposed to be doing. And there are times like today that make it hard or that make it feel hard. Like as time goes on, it gets a little less like, I don't even want to say painful, but it's just like
sad.
Yeah. You know, I'm like so
it's okay
much
to have
more
like that human emotion.
accustomed and in a rhythm now. But then when you kind of like step back and this like time warp of like kind of being back in that environment, it's like, oh, whoa, this feels really fresh. And like, I have a lot of emotion surrounding that and sadness, honestly.
Yeah.
So it felt like a heavier day than I thought that it would. When a lot of that stuff came flooding back, and I'm just trying to be super aware of that and not letting it harbor resentment, because honestly, in the past, it would be easy for me to like sit in those thoughts and become like resentful.
Yeah.
And sad and whatever. So like trying to like, address it and feel it, but then also be like reminded of why and the reason and the timing and like all these things that are very much like important. So that make it worth it.
Yeah. Yeah. There's not much more to add like that. It's a very good, clear picture. And there's so much more we could go into on that. And again, we will like that. This is where we're going. I think you can hear the passion that we both have in that too. This is the conversations that are really hard. Like we can sit here and talk about having hard conversations, and it's not easy. And but until you hear and talk and ask questions, and really one of the things I'm most excited about is like getting engaged in the community of people that listen to our show and like ask questions and have conversations and answer questions, because that is where I think real growth happens. Is like, hey, this is this way. This is the scenario where like, how can we potentially walk through this or figure this out? And it's like, okay, cool. Like let's tackle this together. This is what community is for. And so anyway, I'm really excited for what the future holds. I'm excited for everything that we have coming down the road. Excited for each and every one of you to come along with us. Again, Going Green Podcast ain't going anywhere. We still got 2 shows a week coming out there. It's going to be rocking and rolling. We're going to bring new guests on. It's going to get even better, bigger than ever. This new show is going to be great. Come over. Like I said, next week we'll announce a name, and then we'll start it posting shows there the week after. So I'm excited. Savannah's excited. We're all excited. Y'all guys have a great week out there this week. If we can ever help you, please reach out and let us know. We will put all contact information. We'll put all that on the new site as well, so you can reach out, and we'll have like a place to ask questions, and we'll do Q&A on the show, and it's gonna be a great time. So again, thank you for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed it. Give us a big 5-star rating if you would. Save some 5 stars though for the new show, because we're gonna need those to get us up off the ground and get us out here to the new world. So if we can ever help you, reach out and let us know. Thank you for tuning in. We love you, appreciate you, we care about you. Without any further ado, guys, I'm going to wrap this one up, and we'll catch you here on the next one.